What's up, y'all? Hopefully, y'all bank today, Thursday, August 21st. Today was Flash services, and I can't remember the other red folder news, but so today I really just wanted to target a data high, data low play, and we did have a good play in pre-market, but I don't trade pre-market, so my intentions were to just trade the Flash services candle. However, we did not get exactly what I wanted. I did ended up entering on an IFEG, and I did lose one trade, and we'll go ahead and do this trade recap in here in just a second. But I really want to talk about the high time frame and how to scalp. I didn't use any of my daily 4 hour and 1 hour because everything just points out to be bearish. But strictly using my levels and what I have, and strictly for my Discord and my mentorship, and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But using this level, I had this important level that I wanted to keep in mind, and then we did retrace off that same level. We did end up creating an SMT with ES, so that was pretty good as well, while sweeping previous day lows as well. So my intentions were just to end up catching a reversal from what we had here when this LR and targeting this last fair value gap here on the 15-minute. So just using strictly the 15-minute, I was able to scalp the market today and try to catch these three relatively equal high plays. But we fell short. I still think this is a complete draw on liquidity for later, and we are gonna smash this later because it's three relatively equal highs, and what three relatively equal highs is gonna be, or even two really. With three, it's just gonna be a draw on liquidity that's sticking out like a sore thumb, especially within this fair value gap imbalance here. So let's dig deeper a little bit down, going onto the 5-minute. We wanted to confirm exactly what was going down with liquidity, just on a lower level. So that's what we're doing on the 5-minute. We did try to sweep liquidity on NQ, but we did not. But we ended up seeing that on ES. So that does give me a indicator that we have SMT within this direction, and then we might reverse depending on PA. So let me go ahead and explain how I lost here. So in the beginning, this was our data candle here at Flash services at 9:45 a.m. We ended up sweeping the low here, and I wanted to create a CISD, a small CISD here, that way I'm able to enter and target these highs up here with heavy contracts. But we didn't get that. We ended up doing a IFEG, so I decided to enter to try to target those three relatively equal highs. But we ended up, falling short. Ended up losing about $80 across 5 accounts, and then I still had high conviction about this play because of my level, and at the same time of this fair value gap here, we ended up sweeping internal liquidity, creating more SMT, and we ended up, waiting for our model. So my model consists of a CISD, or, here in this checklist, we didn't have bias today because bias strictly wasn't, bearish, and we kind of see that whenever we tap into this level here, we just bleed from there. So after that, we just resected the high time frame PD array, and then we swept liquidity across multiple ranges, and then from there we created SMT, and then on the 1 minute I did see this CISD right here. And if you guys don't know what a CISD is, it's a consecutive candle closures. I use two or more, but people use one, but within the same color. It is going to be a CISD. You kind of use it like a fair value gap or inverse fair value gap, like an order block, breaker block. It's another PD rate, but this is pretty much like a breakup structure, but it's just showing displacement that the market does want to reverse in this direction. So what I did was just target the rest of this drawn liquidity up here, and that's what we do. We had clean LRLR here, so I like to see that every time I'm trading and causing, or yeah, every time I'm trading a reversal trade. And so from there, we ended up taking profit up here, and that's all we did. And after that, we just ended up, could have ping-ponged it on the other 15-minute and take the short, but obviously just one trade a day is fine enough for me. We do tap into this fair value gap and this heat zone right here. So we have a fair value gap here. We have a rejection block here, and then we also have another fair value gap here that we did respect with multiple rejection blocks as well. So that trade could have been caught as well. It's just that I was already done trading for the day. One trade a day is enough for me, and it's going to keep me disciplined from there. So you could really just caught this short same way that we caught this entry, using an IFEG or CISD, and you still would have hit this trade. I would have just targeted the rejection block or this end of this point on liquidity. And it's exactly what we do for the whole rest of the morning and afternoon. So yeah, it's pretty much it for the trade recap. I did depend on a daily order block as well. I forgot to mention that. I depended on a daily order block. And I'll go ahead and show you where it's at. I'll go ahead and use the indicator too. So this daily order block to end up catching this open, low, high, close candle here. So that's pretty much all I used for this trade, and then that circuit level that I do have only for my Discord and my mentorship. But other than that, it's a clean, really clean trade with LRLR and a reversal. So that's pretty much it. Hopefully you guys learned a little bit something, and hopefully you guys banked within this market today.